Hi guys, here we are again. Lasciva Culina is back. Yeah, I know, a lot of shit happened already in 2020, but we are ready to show you another tasty traditional Hungarian recipe. Today this will be Töltött paprika, which is in English stuffed paprika. Paprika is this yellow thing. This is a Hungarian version of paprika, even called TV paprika. So we will stuff with some yummy stuffing with these bad boys. Of course, the Hungarian one is a meaty version, of course, but don't worry, lovely vegan people, I have a cool idea for you guys as well, how we can make a tasty meatless stuffing. Actually, that one is so much more exciting and I can't wait to taste that. So let's start cooking. Okay, so first of all, let's put together the meaty stuffing, which is pretty easy. I already cooked some white rice, but you could use brown rice, any type of grain. The traditional Hungarian is white rice. You need some minced meat. This time we're using pork. That's traditional Hungarian shit as well, but you could use turkey, beef, anything what you want. So cooked rice, meat, egg, onion, garlic, and some spices. So what we're doing is we just put everything in a bigger bowl. Let's put the meat. Yeah, get some onion. I prefer red onion, but you could use white as well. I like these ones more because it's a little bit sweeter and less strong taste. Some garlic. I love garlic so much, so I use a lot, but it depends on you. Salt, of course. Could use a lot. Pepper, black pepper. Yeah, I'm a huge pepper lover, so I'm using a lot, and actually you will see I'm a huge fan of spices, so I'm not hesitating to use those ones. So for a little kick, a tiny bit of cayenne. So I should be careful with this because I'm always using too much. And one of my favorite spice and ingredients, smoked paprika. You could never have enough of this. Yeah, you see. Okay, but I should hold myself. Oopsie. Yeah, real kitchen moments. Yeah, so actually the egg will help a bit. Yeah, sorry, it could seem like a bit messy. Okay, so then actually you mixing this together and you are done, and we will use this to stuff the paprikas. Yeah, you need to combine well because you want to get even the meat and the rice and everything, so you don't want to have just big bites of rice in the paprika. Yeah, you could skip the smoked paprika if it's too strong for you, or just use normal paprika. For the color, it's good to have a little bit of that. Okay, so we are done with the meaty one. Let's move on the vegan one. So this just put on to the side. Okay, so move on the vegan vegetarian stuffing. First of all, we cut, of course I washed the mushrooms, but after that we're cutting smaller pieces because we will put in a fruit processor. So don't worry about the size, don't worry about the shape, it's totally fine. Okay, so next step for the vegan one, we're just using a little walnut, a few, Actually, it's a good replacement in any meat stuff, because it's giving the little bit fatness of it, which you would miss, or in the meaty one would be in, and this nutty flavor giving this earthy touch. It's a really good texture. So some walnut, yeah, I would say half cup or something like that. And yeah, and we will just start to put in the mushroom and start processing it, cutting it, and we'll see how much we need. So it's better to start with a smaller portion. Let's see, and probably we will need to put in some liquid as well, and for that we will use soy sauce, but just let's start like this now. Yeah, so we don't want over process it, because we still want to have little pieces. So we getting back this bowl and taking out, yeah, a little bit of that. Why not a little bit more, even the mushroom and even the walnut. If you don't like mushroom, then actually a lentil could be another great choice, but I'm a huge fan of mushroom. Okay, perfecto, the food processor did the job. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, so now we prepped the mushroom and the walnut for the vegan stuffing, and actually now it's pretty similar than how it was with the meaty one. Of course, we won't use meat and egg. For this one, I'm using bulgur. I really love the taste of it and the texture and the shape and everything. I so much more prefer than rice. Bench. So this is the mix of the mushroom and the walnut. So yeah, just throw it all of it. Yeah, you can see my measurement is not my strongest thing, but that's what is good about home cooking. But of course, don't worry, for the beginners, I will write down the right amounts at the description. Putting in some onion, just like before, to the other one. Garlic as well, oh yeah. Let's just get some eggplants, and we just easily will hearing in it, so just that's it. Yeah, so after the last fun part, yeah, hard work with the eggplants, but then yeah, just mixing all of it, and we getting to the spice part. So here as well, of course, using salt, as much as you wish. For the eggplants, or I would say aubergine, salt is good. Let's get some pepper, and then a bit of cayenne. Okay, I would say a bit. For this one, we putting in a little barbecue sauce, so it's giving more smoky flavor, giving a little bit, will reminding us some meaty flavor profile. And for that case as well, we're using soy sauce, dark soy sauce, for some smokiness, saltiness, and of course smoked paprika. And then just combine well. It looks pretty good. So it means we are done with the stuffing, both with, oh Jesus, yeah, great job, Noemi. So we are done with with the stuffings, both of them, the meaty and the vegetarian vegan. So let's move on to the paprikas and to the stuffing. Okay, so we have both of our stuffings and here are the paprikas. So what you should do to prep your paprika for ready to be stuffed, just cutting out this top part. Try not cut your hand and probably use a smaller knife. Maybe I will do that as well. So you're just cutting off the top, getting out the seeds. Yeah, it's messy, but it's worth it, believe me. Yeah. So let's start with one stuff with meat. Yeah, you just want to really pushing down to get all the way through the paprika, the tasty stuff. So even when you think it's filled, just put a little bit more, push down a little bit more. One meaty one, and then let's do the vegan stuff. Actually, it's a smaller spoon, better for this one as well. Oh yeah, actually this looks so good. It looks better than the meat, sorry, meat lovers, for the meaty ones. I mean, honestly, looks so much better. And keep up with the good work with all of your paprikas. Okay, so after we stuffed the paprikas, we will make the sauce for this, and we will make the base, which will cook the paprikas. So for this, it's a basic tomato sauce actually. So put some olive oil in the pan, onion, just saute it. Yeah. Yeah, we are filming. Actually, I'm cooking and talking, but yeah. My husband just interrupted. So I'm using red onion again, but if you prefer white, of course, you could use that as well. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, garlic again, it depends on your taste. I love garlic so much, so I'm putting a lot of garlic in. Yeah, so actually we could add, sorry, it's behind me. So we could add some tomato paste. Yeah, it's this, so this is the, yeah, it's not the liquidy one, it's the proper paste, but it's really nice to cook with this, just the onion, because actually you get the sugar out and it's caramelizing a bit the whole stuff, so giving a nice baked sugary kick to it. So it's time to put in the tomato passata. So this is, so this is the liquidy stuff. This is all the juice. Yeah, looks so good. Yeah, and we will slow cooking this. So now we make the base. So don't worry about the chunks of the onion, because actually it will just melt in the sauce, because you will need to cook this for an hour at least Okay, so this is in. It's time for spices. Salt, of course. Yeah, could say a lot. Pepper, black pepper. And so here you could put in even raw celery, chopped in tiny pieces, or just put a stick in and at the end you're taking out. I have to make a confession, I really hate celery, so I won't do that. But if you like celery, that's a nice touch to the sauce if you put in celery. But instead of that, I'm using a garlic barbecue spice powder stuff, which probably has a little bit of dried celery. Actually, when it's dry and put in other spice mix, I could live with that. I could stand, but raw celery, that's a killer stuff for me. So yeah, just for a kick, yeah, I'm putting this garlic grill spice mix. That's not traditional Hungarian touch, but I love upgrading a bit, even the traditional recipes. Okay, so it's doing so well. We need a little smoked paprika, why not? Okay, it should be a little. Yeah, combining well. Yeah, so we finished with the spices, and instead of water, I'm pouring in some tomato juice because we need a little bit less thick sauce, and because we were slow cooking the whole stuff for an hour. Yeah, we will cook down the watery part, and it will remain the nice tomato sauce. Okay, so this tomato sauce is ready for our stuffed lovely bad boys. So actually what you do, okay, so this time I will put in together the meaty and the vegan one, but of course at home it depends on you which you prefer. If you are the vegan, just only put in the vegan stuff, and if you are a meat lover, then put just only the meat stuff in, or you can mix if you're not afraid trying new things. So actually you just putting into the pot the stuffed paprikas. Ooh yeah. Another thing you could do, because we've been talking about that, what if happens if you have too much stuffing, which easily could happen with me. So a little bit of water won't hurt for the sauce, which means we have more space to put stuff in. So then you can make little balls of any of the stuffing, and just like a meatball, you could put next to the paprikas. So just like this, making a nice size of meatball and just putting in. And you could do the same. You could do the same with the vegan stuffing as well, and we will do. Yeah, and then just leave this to cook for an hour. Okay, so the meatballs, meatless balls are in, and then you just leave this for 40 minutes for an hour. You could check on that sometimes. Just check on, is it about to boil or something. carefully, a little bit, stir it. But actually, it's just could cook like this for an hour. That's it.